This is your first fight for 2025. What are you hoping to accomplish this year?
Stay in the ring more this year, for sure. I probably got, hopefully I got 3 fights this year.
Bullshit! Bullshit! Bullshit, 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 bullshit!
If I tell you I'm good, probably you will say I'm boasting. But if I tell you I'm no good, you know I'm lying.
Yo, what's good, Boxing Talk family? It's your boy, Dr. Boxing Talk. Back for another YouTube video. Banger, man. Yes, sir. Yes, man. Man, I know what time it is. The doctor's in the house, man. So check this out. As you can see, man, you know, Gervonta Davis had his media workout for his fight versus ROACH. And he was asked about what his plans are for 2025. You know, kicked it off with the fight against ROACH, you know what I'm saying, to defend his title at 135. But they wanted to know what his future plans were. And he said that he's aspiring to have 3 fights next year. And I think that is fire, you know what I'm saying? Because, you know, I like seeing Tank fight, man. You know, he's a top fighter, great fighter, all-time fighter, you know what I'm saying, as far as skill set goes, you know. So we would always like to see these type of fighters fight more often, you know. But I'm not going to lie, I'm be honest, even though I like Tank, he's one of the best. But will he fight 3 times? I highly doubt it, man. You know what I'm saying? Him fighting 3 times is kind of ridiculous, you know. But at the same time, I would love to see it, you know. And I think that he can pull it off because he's fighting in March, right? The top of March, the beginning of March. So that's dope, you know, because last time he fought 3 times was back in 2019. Whoa, I went in the future, didn't it? In 2019, he fought against Hugo Ruiz. Yeah. And then after that, he fought Ricardo Nunez. And then he topped it off with Yuriorkis Gamboa in December of 2019. So that's dope, you know what I'm saying? So he could do it, but do I think he will do it? No, but I'll tell you this, though. If he does pull it off, I firmly and strongly believe, you know, I'm predicting now, I'm not saying this is a guarantee, but I predict that he will fight a unification. And that's what we all, well, I'm not going to say all of us, but that's what I want to see, man. I love unifications, you know. I'm very excited that Junto Nakatani is going to fight Ryosuke Nishida for a bantamweight unification at 118. I'm always excited for these unifications, you know, and I think that they should happen. Now, whether he fights Shakur Stevenson, Lomachenko, or Keyshawn Davis, you know, is yet to be seen. But I firmly believe that if he does fight 3 times, it will be for one of them will be for a unification. Now, I just think it's highly unlikely, and reasons why, other than, you know, historically speaking, his last time he fought 3 times was in 2019. You know, the last time he fought 2 times was in 2023, and that was against the Garcias, you know, Hector Garcia and Ryan Garcia.
We do not let people who are on the juice discuss real athletes. That's all.
You know, and then not even just that, though, man. Fighting 3 times for anybody is kind of a tall task, you know, and it's very rare in boxing for high profile fighters. Case in point, you know, the other high profile fighters like Terrence Bud Crawford, you know, he only fights 1 time a year, essentially. But, you know, he is on the older side, you know, being 37.
Damn.
I'm sorry.
You know, but then you have guys like another high profile fighter, the face of boxing, is my boy Cinnamon, right? He only fights 2 times a year at most, you know, being Cinco de Mayo weekend in May and Mexican Independence in September, right? So those are his 2 dates, you know. And then let's think of another guy who's active now, Inoue, right? Who's a high profile fighter. What is he known for? He's known for being very active, right? When's the last time he fought 3 times? You know what I'm saying? In a year, he fights pretty much 2 times a year as well. And we consider him on the more active side of the high profile fighters. Now there is Anthony Joshua. He's another high profile fighter. Of course, I'm talking about their renown and popularity, right? And revenue generation capability, right? Anthony Joshua, he did fight 3 times, but that was even back in 2023. So that was probably the most recent time we've seen a high profile fighter fight 3 times. But if you go to his resume and look at who he fought, then you can see why he fought 3 times. You know, no disrespect to these opponents, but it was Jermaine Franklin, Robert Helenius, and Otto Wallin. And these aren't exactly top guys, with the latter and Otto Wallin losing to the older statesman and Derek War Chisora. Which is no shame in that, but I'm just telling you the caliber of fighters in which he fought. So if Tank fights 3 times this year, I think that'll be exceptional, you know what I'm saying? I think we should all applaud him, but I think it's more realistic that he'll fight 2 times this year. And then I'm just hoping that the next fight after ROACH will be a banger that nobody can complain about. But, you know, some of you suckers will still find a way to complain about my boy. You feel me? So y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Do you think it's realistic that he'll fight 3 times this year? I personally, I think it's realistic given the timeline, but I don't think it's too probable. You know what I'm saying? I think the probability of that happening is very low, man. But I'm thinking definitively 2 for sure. But if he could pull off 3, man, I don't want to hear nothing, because being 3 is one of the most active if he fights 3 times, he'll be one of the most active fighters for his stature and caliber of fighter and his popularity, you know what I'm saying, when it comes to all the boxing. But y'all let me know what y'all think about that. Don't forget to smack that like button. But most importantly, remember, with God, we can do anything. Without God, we're nothing. The doctor's out. Peace. From the hood to college, both worlds they had to meet. 6 degrees between us, so cold we're about to freeze. But we're Florida boys, hot takes, we bring the heat. We're moving the culture, the engineers to the streets.